Hey guys, it's Ryn here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am very excited to share with you some of the new products that I've brought back with me from Space NK. I literally went there yesterday as soon as I heard that the launch of Rose Ink has finally happened. So Rosie Huntington-Whiteley finally launched her clean beauty brand, and she partnered with Amyris, a beauty and wellbeing biotech company, and launched this fantastic new brand called Rose Ink, which is sustainable, it's clean, and it focuses on natural ingredients and sustainably sourced ingredients such as squalane. And she recently launched a capsule collection called Modern Essentials. There were a couple of products that was launched as part of the debut collection, but today I've only got two to show you because they were the ones I was mostly interested in on trying myself. And this collection includes the Soft Light Luminous Hydrating Concealer. There's the Lip Sculpt Enriched Amplifying Colour. There's also the Blush Divine Radiant Lip and Cheek Colour, the Skin Resolution Clarifying Toner, the Radiant Revealing Brightening Serum, as well as the Brow Renew Enriched Shaping Gel, as well as two different types of brushes. There's one for concealers and one for the cream blushes. It turns out that this brand is only launched in the UK, Canada and the US, so you'll be able to find it in Space NK in the UK, and that's it. Whereas if you're from the States or from Canada, you can find it in Sephora, and I believe Mecca is another store that you can find that in. So it is very exclusive, so if you can get yourself one of those, then try and access it as soon as you can, because I've been checking the website and I was looking at the American website actually because they had gift sets. Some of these products are actually out of stock, and I'm sure it was only launched on the Friday just gone, so by the time you will watch this it would have been a week from now. So you can imagine how quickly these things have gone. So let's begin with these. This is the Blush Divine Radiant Lip and Cheek Colour. So they have created a reusable palette which you can keep using and purchase the little refills, which I have here. So there are two different colours, but I thought to myself that I'll only be using one shade at a time anyway, so if I wanted to continue to use this I will stick with this, and if I want to change it then I'll swap out the refills basically. So there are two colours that I purchased because I just couldn't decide which one I liked most. This is Foxglove, and Foxglove is the one that was almost sold out. There was very little of them left, so it just, I think psychologically it made me feel like it was the one that everyone wanted. And this is Azalea, and this is Rosie's favourite shade actually according to her website. So I didn't know it at the time, but I do love the colour, and it's quite a pigmented colour, so I'm happy to wear these, and I'm very happy with these colours, and I might actually go back and get more colours. The one thing is that today when I was taking some product shots, I accidentally pressed this too hard, so it's indented itself on the blush, so it's actually really annoyed me a lot. I don't know if you can see, but the plasticky bit is very flimsy, so if you press it too hard then obviously it's going to press onto the blush like this. And I haven't used this product, but because of what happened I think I'm more likely to use it now, which isn't a bad thing to be honest, but I was hoping to keep it in this sort of like clean, immaculate state for as long as I can. But it's okay, I was going to show you the swatching anyway. So these are the refills. It comes with this plasticky outline and then the metal base, as you can see. So I believe it is magnetic, otherwise I'm not sure how you would fit it in. This is Foxglove, and then I got this one which is Azalea, and I really like the packaging. It's very chic, and as you can see it's got all the details here labelled very beautifully. It says it's made in Italy actually, and it details that it is a clean beauty collaborative. So when you open it, this is how it would look. I don't know if you can define it and distinguish it between this one. I think there's a subtle hint that's different. So this one is foxglove and it's a warm terracotta, whereas this one is more of a berry colour. So on Rose Inc.'s website there is a title that says Beauty in Being. So I believe that is sort of the general motto or the purpose of the brand, and it says Rose Inc. unites efficacy and ethics to create extraordinary, supernatural and ecological beauty. So in terms of extraordinary, it's effortless and effective. In terms of ecological, it's clean and clinically proven. And in terms of supernatural, it's sensual and sustainable. Also, the products are 100% vegan and cruelty-free, so that's amazing news. And also the packaging is sustainable. It includes a FSC certified paper carton made with 30% hemp and rinse off labels manufactured with a 90% PCR liner. The fact that these are reusable makes it a lot more user-friendly, but also you feel like you're taking part in helping the environment a little. So in terms of the blush, this particular blush is retailed at £23, and the refills, however, are retailed at £14. So I didn't want to buy two different cases, mainly because I'll end up just in my head thinking I've got more plastic in my kit or in my makeup bag. I'd rather have a load of refills which I can keep aside and then just swap out if I need to. They're great on-the-go products, and it is heavily emphasized on multiple blogs that I've read. In terms of its results, it's ideal for dull and dry skin. So this is a hydrating cream that helps brightens and blurs with a radiant flush of color. And it is pigment rich. So, and the thing is, I tried it in store and I thought, wow, this is fantastic because it is so pigmented and vibrant. You only need a little bit to go a long way, and you can use it on the cheeks and on the lips as well, which is 2-in-1, multi-purpose. It's amazing. Like, you don't need to bring so many products in with you. It's also very hydrating and improves the health of the skin. So using hydrating squalane, protective vitamin E, and there's also shine minimizing marine ferment extract. In terms of its sort of effect and result, it's very buildable, it's long wearing, and it just completely melts into the skin and creates that smoothing, glowy complexion. And another thing that they state on the website is that it creates a 24-hour moisture on the skin and instantly brightens as well, and it's also non-comedogenic. So let me just swatch both colours on the back of my hand, and then I'll pick one of these to put on my cheeks as well. So let's go in with this one. It feels very sort of like damp. You can see already. Let's try it. That's the azalea. And then this one is more sort of like burnt orange type. I think I'm gonna go with azalea to put on my cheeks, and I'll just show you how it looks. So I use my ring finger for that. Just gonna pop it on. I did try it in store and I was very impressed. So I don't have any blush on at the moment, so which helps. I'm just gonna pop this on the cheeks. You can see already how pigmented this is. I only need a little bit. So I used a matte foundation today, and this is more of a sort of hydrating finish. So I'm curious to see if it will create more of a glowy effect on my skin. I personally find that it's very refreshing on the skin, which I really like. You can put it on your lips as well, but I already have product on, so I'm just going to remove that product so we can quickly try that out. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the consistency of the product. It feels very, very refreshing on the skin. And I've got some makeup remover. Just going to remove my lip product. Okay, so my lips are completely fine. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this. I actually love this. I like this even better than what I was wearing earlier. It's very brightening, and there's a really nice pop of colour for an everyday look. I think this is definitely going to be my go-to lip product and cheek. So far so good, and you can see like this sheen on the cheeks as well, which I didn't have earlier because I literally mattified my face down with powder. So this is a good sign. It feels very, very lightweight as well, and very creamy, very hydrating. So far I am not disappointed, and I'm actually really happy with this product. It's actually very, very comfortable. The thing about these sort of blushes is that I really hate the feel of heavy, creamy, weighted, you know, textures on the skin, but this just feels like very balm-like, but without that sticky aspect. So a lot of bloggers have already mentioned that this is one of the sort of must-have bestsellers, even on the website, so I had to get myself one of those. And I believe there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shades, so you can always get one of those. If you want to save a little bit of money, you can get one palette of your favorite shade and then get refills of the others. I'll figure out how to do the refill sort of removal bit off the palette and to change it over, and then I'll show you that. Let's move on to the next product, which I really should have put on first. So this is the Soft Light Luminous Hydrating Concealer. I was recommended the shade 40, and I'm not sure if it's going to be the right shade if I were to put it on with my foundation. One thing I did read somewhere, I think either a blogger wrote it or it was an interview, or it was something related to Rosie, was that she personally didn't want to launch a foundation, and that's because she tends to just use a concealer and just dot it where she needs it. I mean, for someone who looks as stunning as her, she probably wouldn't really need that much in terms of concealers. She probably just needs a little bit of touch up for like an event, for an interview, for a Zoom call, for anything really. But I want to give that a try and see how much coverage this will give. But before that, let me just quickly run through a little bit of some fun facts for you guys. It's been given 5-star reviews on the website, 122 reviews so far, so people are loving it. And in terms of the extraordinary results that it creates, it is ideal for dull skin, for discoloration, for dark circles as well, so that's a great sign. And it helps blurs and contours, so if you use a darker shade then you can contour with that, and it is a technique that you can use if you want to go for that sort of multi-purpose way of doing makeup. Apparently this also nourishes the skin, and it's a long-wearing liquid formula that helps minimize the look of fine lines, discoloration, redness as well, so that's great. It also helps cover redness, so I wonder if this will help cover any sort of like redness that I get through Asian flush. I think that will be another video to test out to see how this product will work. So this also creates a glowy complexion. It's enriched with hydrating squalane and protected vitamin E, just like the blush, and it has a color corrective botanicals. So it's comfortable wear and buildable as well. So 24-hour moisture non-comedogenic, and it says that it's a medium buildable coverage, and apparently it doesn't crease or cake, so that is interesting and really great to know. So because I've got a full on makeup thing going on, I'm going to remove one side and apply this on just for you guys, and luckily I'm not going anywhere, so I'm happy to do that. So let me just get my makeup remover. So which side? I'll take this side off. So as you can see, the whole side of my face, I have like redness. I've also got dark circles as well. So normally I would put on a moisturizer beforehand, but for the sake of this video, and also my camera's about to run out of battery, it's literally flashing on on just one bar on the battery. So let's pop this on before it completely runs out on me. I don't think I'll be able to refilm this, so I'm gonna put it on. I think it is a slightly darker shade than I would preferably want, but never mind, I did choose it myself and with the guidance of the assistant, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to use one of these brushes to blend it in. Yeah, so it is significantly darker than what I would want, to be honest. It's a little bit more orangey, but I think what I'll do is go and get the lighter shade as well, so I can use it for the winter. This can be saved for the summer months, but other than that, apart from me looking a little bit more warmer on this side than that, if you can see the difference, I think it's all good. And actually, the coverage is pretty good. This has more coverage than my own foundation that I use, and it's not too dewy, and it's so like spreadable, which I'm surprised with. The only thing is, you can see, I think there's a subtlety in the colour, but I can work with that. It's definitely taken away all that sort of veiny texture that I usually have on my face. Thumbs up from me, definitely. So whilst we're at it, I might as well put on the blush from the refill, and this is Foxglove. So might as well try it. I'm gonna have two different blushes on two different cheeks. So there we go. I think the one thing that I'd be worried about is getting this packaging sort of dirty, especially if I accidentally touch it with one of these sort of pigmented fingers. So I have to be super careful. I don't want to chance it. I've already like destroyed a few of these bits already, like put my finger in the cream. I always like new products when they're untouched. When they're touched, it kind of like it's not very nice. Okay, so the blush sits quite nicely as well on top of the concealer. What I would say is that the concealer does feel a little bit more stickier than like a normal foundation, and I can feel it now. But it's not unbearable. You can probably put a bit of powder to set it and it would be just fine. So I find that the Foxglove, oh, used the wrong shade. So I find that the Foxglove is, even though it's minutely different, you can probably see quite a peachy tone to it. I'll do a proper look at some point so that I can share with you the differences between the two blushes. I think that'll be easier. It feels like now that I've put on the concealer and blush, it does feel like I've got product on now. So it's not a bad thing. I would prefer if it was slightly more weightless, but it's a new product and it's hard to be too sort of overly critical about it. So I think all in all I would give this cream blusher definitely a 9 out of 10. And in terms of the concealer, I don't use that many, so I think for some things that I've tried out of a very small amount of concealer products that I've tried in the past, it's still pretty decent. I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10, but overall both of them very good, and I'm very impressed as well. So if you guys are interested, then do check out the Space NK website or pop into one of the boutiques. They have other brands, so it's like a mini department store kind of thing. They also do brands like by Terry, they also do NARS, Charlotte Tilbury, Laura Mercier.